I'm Kynan Pearson, the lead multiplayer level designer here at 343 Industries.
And I'm Lori Zawada. I'm from Certain Affinity in Austin, Texas. We co-developed Forge with 343.
The first map that we're going to be taking a look at is Erosion. So this map takes place inside the interior of a cave. You've got some structures, but there's a lot of stuff that you can do with this map. There's basically three major areas of the map. The first is the interior space is used for a griff ball, but you can also treat that as something to do, small scale 4v4 maps. You can put together what you want on the interior, but by default, it's a griff ball court. So you can see that area here. You've got pretty high ceilings, and the grid will allow you to kind of snap things and conform things to whatever dimensions you want on the floor. When we travel outside, you can see that we've got a bunch of natural terrain. So this is going to give you the ability to kind of use some of the unique ramps and caves to do whatever you want with more tiered gameplay. So you've got a lot of these opposing ramps and opposing views that'll give you some dynamic cover when you're on them. So as you're running over, you can engage people, but the terrain gives you that natural cover to be able to back up and use that dynamically, or to kind of run around through these little nooks and crannies. But again, you can use your forge pieces however you want to block off any of the paths that you would like. So we have this main structure in the back as a landmark, little pit area over here, and you can see that the level is tiered and kind of moving down. And the last area that you can use in this map is the cave area in the back, which is over the water down here. And you can basically build from bottom to top. A little nook down here in the bottom that gives you stuff so that you could build some of the structures against the walls in the bottom.
Quite honestly, with this being like the most defined piece of terrain of the Forge maps, it gives people a good start if they're trying to find something that's a little bit more directional gameplay with the cliffs, as Kynan said. Other maps kind of start with a little bit more clean slate, what some people could find a little bit intimidating. And again, you can adjust the stuff by blocking certain tunnels with forge pieces. You could leave it as is. You could put up giant walls and just cover half this area, or other situations you could just be completely over the water. So it gives you just a lot of variety for initial starting point. In terms of how far you can forge up also, if kind of could look up here for a second, it gets, you cannot actually go past I guess those girders up there, but if you turn 180 and go all the way out, that kind of gives you an idea of how far you can go. And then to the far distant area, there's two giant pillars, which they look close here, but if we actually fly out there, it takes a while to get there. That would be kind of the ending point for this entire Forge zone. We wanted to get some kind of moody, atmospheric sort of experience for the Forge users, which isn't your bright sun, green grass, and perfect blue water.
Yeah, we took a lot of time to make sure that we had plenty of variety in the Forge palettes so that people could, have different visuals when they were going around. And this was one of the ones that we wanted to make sure was really accessible for early Forge users, as Lori was saying, with making sure that there's more defined terrain that they can build off of so that they don't have to fill in all of the details themselves.